Okay, so they're
Yeah,
right
yeah.
back there.
Well, good morning, my you brothers. Good morning, man. Hey, man, we had a beautiful day yesterday. We came out with the victory against Savannah State. But as we go through the season, it's three major things has to happen in order for us to even want to get to the college football players, so be able to compete with the teams like Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, etc. These three things have to happen first. Number one, when Trayvon Bandy moved out that second slot at cornerback, he have to be replaced with Al Blaze Jr. instead of Javante Dean. Number two, Travis Homer is a good back, but he's a second punch back. He's second. So Lorenzo Lingard have to be in that first number one running back.
Yeah, on
And
one
number
minute.
three, last but not least, it's time for Malik Rozier to understand that the only thing that he could help do right now is be a mentor to N'Kosi Perry, because that's N'Kosi Perry's job. It's his job now, and it's going to be his job in the future. If you take time out to see when Malik Rozier is on the field, how he facilitate things, he have an easy time with Division II schools or these small school colleges that they play. But when it come against teams like the likes of Clemson and major powerhouse Power 5 teams, he have a problem. He probably have a problem with reading their defenses. He have a problem with escaping their defenses when they send blitz in. And that's why we will never be able to compete for a national championship as long as we have him under center. We making progress. And I seen the sign that Cedric Redwine put on, basically saying, if you're not with us in the hard times, don't be with us when we start winning during the good times. But see, if you ever take notice of other teams that is able to win national championship, there's two things that they do well. Number one, they score when it's time for it need to be scored. They put points on the board. Number two, they have solid defenses. They always said offenses sell tickets, defenses win rings. And I'm a firm believer in that. You have to have a stout defense to win rings. And you cannot have an offense that every time they get on the field, they go in three and out, or they get the first down and then go three and out, and you constantly putting too much pressure on the defense, because with anything in life, if you put too much pressure on anything, sooner or later it's going to collapse. And that's just a proven fact. But we did play a good game. But I don't want Miami fans nor Miami players to get too hyped up over a team like Savannah State, because Savannah State is just like y'all just playing a scrimmage game. Y'all really not playing nobody. And don't get too hyped about that. But what you can get hyped about is to have an opportunity to see N'Kosi Perry get out on the field, and see Lorenzo Lingard get out on the field, and see Cameron Davis get out on the field, to see what these guys could actually do. Now, next week we got Toledo. We're being a rule going up to Toledo. And we need everybody, the same aggressive style defense that we played this weekend. We need everybody to play the same way. Hey, listen, I know everybody caught up into Amon Richards being out the game and he not playing. That's one of our weapons. Well, let me just make sure that you understand this and remind yourself of this. Every time you think about Amon Richards, think about Jeff Thomas, because Jeff Thomas is filling Amon Richards' shoes. Every single thing that Amon Richards could do out there on the field, Jeff Thomas doing it for us. So therefore, there's no fall off. Because remember, all great teams believe in this, is that when one fall off, one step up. That's how I go. It ain't no lack in depth. And we have great players at the wide receiver position. So therefore, we don't need to worry about who getting hurt or who not playing, because when one fall off, one step up. And Jeff Thomas is doing an excellent job of filling them shoes and doing the things that Amari Richards do when he out in the field. So I will be looking forward to talking to y'all guys next weekend after Toledo game, and most likely we're gonna get the W over that right there with that game right there, because we, even though we're going up to Toledo, and even though for whatever reason it seems like we have a hard time on the road, but we got to go on the road. We got to take our business, and we got to start fast. And if Mark Richt was to start Malik Rozier, if he don't start fast, get him out the game and get a quarterback in there that will start fast, and that will be N'Kosi Perry. So to all my you brothers and sisters, we throw them U's up on everybody, and we'll look forward, running to the end of the season, and hopefully we'll be in the college football playoffs this year. All right, I salute y'all.